Good morning everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today is the 16th of November 2021 and it's 35 minutes past 11 a.m. UK time. I didn't upload a video. I think 2 videos or something like that I've missed because I was busy. So I got some time today, so I'm just going to do a quick update on where I am at the moment with this account. Now I have had a couple of trades and I'll explain as I'm going through the video. For everyone that's watching this video for the first time, I'll just briefly tell you what it is that I'm doing here. I'm a Forex trader. I trade from home, so I think we're classed as retail traders. I trade my own money and I'm trying to grow a small account of £300 to a large amount of money. So I'm gonna see if this is possible. I only trade on the daily time frame. I have traded on the lower time frames before, but because of my lifestyle, the way I live, the smaller time frames just don't seem to work. So I trade on the daily, which I find the most beneficial for me. Now putting that to one side, I will start with my first pair, which is the Euro Chef. So the Euro Chef, I got into a trade on the 8th, as you can see right there, and my stop loss was over here. My entry was right there where price is now, just there. That's where my entry was. Okay. Price did come down. When price came down, I moved my stop loss down. Okay, and I moved it down to, I think it was 9 or 10 pips, which was 62 pence, and I'm using a 0.01 lot size. Now reason why I moved the stop loss, I did say in the beginning that I don't move my stop losses, but what I have, because I am also learning as well, what I have found is it's better to actually move your stop loss to your entry price when the price has moved in your favor. Reason why, if the price was going to move down, then it would move down, but if the price has intention of moving down then going back up to hit people's stop loss, you know, to catch you in the to basically, we don't know which way the market's going to move, right? And we know for sure, definitely, this is hands down without a doubt, stop hunting does happen. Okay, if stop hunting didn't happen, there is no way they would be able to move this market without grabbing liquidity. Everybody knows this. Okay, so my stop loss was in a place over here. I think it was about 48 pips. So it made sense to me, when price actually moves in my favor, it's better to actually secure your trade by moving the stop loss to that break even level. Why? Because if price does want to come back up, at least if it does come back up and it is planning on hitting your stop loss, which was up here, you will get out of that trade before your stop loss is hit, and you'll get out with a small amount of profit, which still did grow your account. Okay, instead of losing the £3 or whatever it would have been, £2.50, £3 or £4, you'd come out with 62 pence, which over a couple of months you're still growing your account. Now, is that going to happen every time? No, it isn't, right? Today we could have seen this candle carry on moving down like this, carry on moving down. If it did, then obviously you would have been able to put your stop loss down here and just let the price do its thing. Can that moving this, you won't be able to make any money trading? No, you will. It's not going to always come back. Like here, um I'll just show you right there. Okay, so this was an entry into a trade. It just hovered around here for a couple of days, as you can see, and then it did this thing, and then finally it decided to go down. Okay, now if you kept your stop loss where it is and you just left the trade run, you would have been in profit without a doubt. But you cannot see this. You don't see this, and you don't know if this is going to happen or not. Do you understand? We don't see that. You see this. You see this every single day. You'll see a candle occur, and it will give you the impression that price is moving sideways. So at that point, what do? Do you see what I'm saying? At that point, you would most likely pull your stop loss down and protect your position, because you might psychologically start thinking that you're in the wrong trade. You're actually trading on the wrong side. Could have this price come breaking up? It could have, because you could see here, and then you see this one here. That would have been a clear indication that price is deciding to go up. So you would have got out of the trade, and then price goes down. So it's just, you trade what you see. So for the last couple of trades, you can see here I've had a couple of losses, a couple of wins, a couple of losses. Price, my initial account was up to 360. Now it's moved down to 330. So you learn these tricks, as you go. And so far I've seen that with these trades that I've lost, if I did end up moving my stop loss to break even, then I wouldn't have lost that 30 pound that I've lost so far. So it's hard to say. It's hard to say, because you would have seen this right there, and then it would have ended up like that. So when this happens, that is a clear signal to me to get out of the trade, because price is deciding to move higher. Okay, now if you left your stop loss where it is, it's still good, because if it did come back and hit it, then you know for sure that the trade is going in the opposite direction, and you don't want to be in that trade no more, so you're okay with that loss. But is there a way of minimizing that loss? There is, by pushing the stop loss down to break even as soon as you can. I mean, you're going to get losses, but then there's going to be one of them that is going to actually, when it moves, it's just going to carry on moving in the direction that you traded. So you'll be able to make those small losses back. That's how I see it anyway. Okay, moving quickly on to USD, Euro USD. So nothing on there. AUD, Chef, nothing there yet. AUD JPY. So AUD JPY here, I've got a level marked out. So I want to see what happens here. I can see this rejection there, and I can see that rejection here. So we may get another setup for a sell, or we might not even get that. We might end up getting a buy signal, which we did get here. But I like to trade in the direction that price is in. So here you can see you get a buy signal, and that's 42 pips there, but you can see price is now rejecting here. So by the end of today, it might end up here. So, and I can't babysit and watch this trade. I just want to put my trade in and walk away, get on with my day, come back and see where everything is. So that's the way I trade. So I don't see anything there yet. Chef JPY, nothing. AUD CAD, nothing there. Nothing on the USD JPY. Euro JPY, something might be happening now. If we do get a pullback, we might get a nice setup for a sell. So maybe something happening here on the daily. AUD USD, same situation. We've got two bullish candles, and now what's looking like to be a bearish candle. We may end up getting a sell signal in the next couple of days or so. GBP USD, I don't see anything at the moment. CAD JPY, I don't see anything at the moment. I know there's a level here. Okay, I know there was a potential buy there, so we're gonna have to wait and see what happens on that one. This one was interesting. Price moved above, price moved nicely above both of the MAs, gave a solid buy signal here, did not come back and pick anyone up until 3 days after this breakout candle, right? So I would have been out in these two candles anyway. Probably this candle when it finished like that, and then the next candle finished like this, I would have just cancelled my trade, definitely. And then the third day, price moved down, okay, and then look what happened, just took out his stop loss. So some of these you just have to be a bit careful, because you can see on the weekly it's a down move, but you can see this nice support zone here. So you just have to go along with the overall direction of the trade. But this one would have caught out a lot of people, would have caught me out if I carried on staying. So that's why I like trading on the daily. You won't get stopped out straight away. You do have like 1 or 2 days warning before the actual move happens, which is very, very good. So we'll see what this price does now that it's here. If it does reject here, then maybe this is a beginning of an uptrend. Euro GBP, nothing there. Okay. GBP JPY, so we need to see what happens at this level here. Maybe a buy signal will produce and we end up buying this pair. USD CAD, so this is another pair that I'm going to be watching closely now. We can see a level here, we can see the pullback here. I'm hoping if this does close bullish right there, we may get a chance to get in somewhere around here depending on the setup. So I'm gonna watch this pair as well and see what's likely to happen on this pair. AUD, NZD, nothing at the moment. CAD Chef, nothing at the moment. Euro, CAD. Now I'll tell you about this one. This happened yesterday, this candle here, you can see this, it just dropped. Okay, we were moving sideways for possibly what, 2-3 weeks here. I marked out the top and I had a idea of the bottom here, so I was waiting for price to move in either direction to break these. Price did move. Now I've placed a sell. I'm hoping that price comes back to this level and tests it, pulls me in and carries on going down. So that's my plan, to sell it, and I am targeting down here. Okay, doesn't mean I'm gonna get it, doesn't mean that it's gonna hit my target. It's just this is the next zone that I see, and that's where I think price is most likely to go. It might actually come down to this zone here. you know, but let's see what happens, because I'm not in the trade yet. Price is moving back up slowly, so we're just gonna have to wait and see how this one plays out. Euro NZD sideways movement, nothing there yet. Okay, so this is another trade that I'm in currently. I got into this trade today. I think it was triggered at 8:31 morning anyway. So I saw this setup right there. Okay, bullish candles moved up, and then price came back down, closed below the MAs. Price tried to move up again, didn't close any higher than the previous. Okay, and then price came back down again and then produced this sell setup here. So I waited for price to come back up and then pick us up. Price has come back up, and now we can see rejection forming. Okay, they're rejecting these prices, so I'm hoping that price does come back down here, somewhere around here. If we get like 1 or 2 candle close, I will move my stop loss up and just secure my position. So if it moves down here, that's 144 pips. I'd be happy with that any day, and I'm risking 120 pips. Okay, so let's see how this plays out. Okay, I'm just gonna leave the trade alone, and hopefully by the end of today we might be in quite a lot of profit. GBP CAD. So GBP CAD, this is a trade that is currently running. I'm not in it, but what I'm saying is that whoever got into this trade, okay, that this down move is still running, so that there is no sell opportunities that were produced here for me to get into. If I did get into it here, I would still be in this trade in a loss at the moment now. So let's wait and see what happens here, because price has moved above the MA. If price closes above the MA, then that's quite significant. Maybe it'll produce a buy signal and we end up buying the market. Okay, chef, nothing there for me. NZD CAD. Now there's a buy signal here. Okay, it just closed above the MA, did come down the next day, pick people up, and it would have been in 27 pips profit now. So that would have been a good trade. Missed it. NZD CAD. Now NZD CAD, yesterday we broke this level here. The only reason why I didn't enter, because you know it just, I don't know, it just doesn't look like a strong break, but it is a strong rejection. So I'm not sure on this one. That's why I'm not messing about with it. And NZD chef. So NZD chef now has finally moved above the MA. Okay, that's half of its price action above the MA. This candle now has opened above the MA. You can see it's rejecting here, so we may get a nice buy setup forming in the next couple of days. So we will be able to take a buy opportunity when this happens. So I'm hoping we are able to get into this trade for a buy, and that's about it. So Euro CAD, let me go back to Euro CAD. Yeah, so I did explain about Euro CAD. CAD JPY, so this trade as well, I think I was in that one, and that one ended up a loser right there. £5.23. Okay, I was selling this, I think, around about there when I got that signal right here, but it ended up coming back up and taking me out. So this pair probably has other plans in mind. Maybe it wants to go back up now, who knows. But if I do get a buy signal there, then I'll take it and see how that plays out. And that's about it, guys. So I'm gonna leave it here. I will do the videos now every morning if I can. It just makes it a lot easier for me to actually upload the videos and stuff like that, because UK time 10 o'clock, doing the videos and then uploading it becomes quite late at night, and then it kind of hinders my day. So I kind of feel a bit lethargic and tired during the day, which I don't like. So from now on, I'm gonna try to upload the videos UK time in the morning, and hopefully everyone can benefit from them. And you know, you guys can see if it's possible or not to grow a small account and what it takes to grow a small account. So I'm using daily. I just want to explain to everyone that a lot of you might be thinking why I don't use the 4 hour and the 1 hour and stuff like that. The 4 hour, I'd have to be at the computer on the dot before every 4 hour close of the candle. You just have to be. You can't do anything in between. So that kind of puts like a time limit on my time, which I don't like that. I don't want to come to the computer at 2 o'clock and at 6 o'clock and then possibly 10 o'clock, I think it is, in the morning. It just doesn't work. If I can get into the market once a day and then just leave it and just come back at the same time during the day, so if I come to the table at 10 o'clock every single day just to check the market once for a couple of minutes, that's okay for me. Coming back 4 times, it just doesn't work. And I find that on the 4 hour you do get a lot of spikes as well. You do get a lot of stop hunts. That's what I call it, because I think that's what they are. They're stop hunts. They actually stop, they're taking out people's stop so that they can take liquidity to move the market in a certain direction, or they won't be able to. So to minimize that, it's better to trade on the higher time frames. That's how I see it. Okay, I want to be able to get into a trade, alright, on a higher time frame and then just ride the trade out. I mean, it looks good on the 4 hour here. You can see, this was a high there, then you have a break of that high, you place a buy, doesn't come straight back down, you get picked up here, and then it carries on going up. Now let me show you how this looks on the daily. And you would have got picked up right there. So now switching to the daily, you can see here on the daily you've actually got into the trade over here, but the trade happened on the daily right there. Okay, so this is what I have found on the daily. When you buy in the market, the bullish market, when you're buying it when it's bullish, okay, it's better to place your buys above the candle right there, like that, because they come down and they test, they pick you up. But you can see on the 4 hour, right, you would have got into this trade right there. For me, I would have got into it right here, right there. That would have been my entry. So yeah, I mean, what's the difference? There's a big difference, because look at these spikes. All of the spiking that happened within that day happened just in that small area there. My stop loss would have been somewhere down here. 4 hour, where's that gone now? Look at the 4 hour though. Look at these spikes, right? This is spiking in the right direction, that's good. But they also spike in the opposite direction, and when they do spike on the 4 hour, it's massive movement, massive moves, as you can see here. You might have got in for a sell. Okay, look at this. Yeah, close of this candle, you might get in for a sell. You know, you might be following candle patterns and stuff like that, but anyone who got in right there would have easily be taken out. That, tell me what kind of candle that is. Look at this. What's the need for a movement like that? That just shows that they knew that people were getting in for a sell right here, so the market just took them out and then moved down anyway, and then went in the opposite direction. You know, I just find it to be it's a headache. Any time frame lower than the daily is just a big headache. It's not worth it, in my opinion. That is, I could be totally wrong, but in my opinion, and you know, the experience that I've had for the last 3 years of trading, this is what I found out, that it's not worth trading on the lower time frames. It just isn't worth it. And you're starting to see now these longer wicks on the daily as well. You know, before it wasn't that bad, but I do see a big difference between when I started and now. Okay guys, I'm just gonna leave it there, and I'll see you guys on the next one.